Sheggz and Bella are now official. They're now going everywhere together, going to different functions together, holding hands and what have you. In this video, we are going to be talking about Sheggz and Bella's relationship and what the internet have to say about it. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. If you don't know who Sheggz and Bella are, they are this year's BB Naija level up housemates. So in the house, they were kind of an item. This year's BB Naija was kind of funny because everybody who is everybody were all in a ship. They were all in different relationships. When their partners get evicted, they move on to the next one. It was kind of a very, very interesting show this year, and it had a lot of drama, which I loved. So our main focus here is Sheggz and Bella, their relationship. So Sheggz and Bella's relationship was kind of controversial even when they were in the house, because many people had a lot to say. You know why? Because when they were in the house, a video that his ex Bemi here on YouTube made of him many years ago kind of came out, and people had a lot to say because of what they saw, or because of what she had to say about their relationship and about how Sheggz was being toxic in the relationship. But if we want to say the truth, she didn't actually mention Sheggz's name when she did that video, because people came out and they said she was trolling, that she was trying to get fame, internet fame, because the guy was now in BB Naija house and people know him. People started saying that she was trolling with that video, but she came out and said she never mentioned his name. But I guess people just put two and two together, because of most people know her with Sheggz before, so they kind of put two and two together and just assumed that she was referring to Sheggz. So that kind of put a damper on the way people thought of Sheggz, and because of the way he was acting towards Bella when they were in the house, or according to what he had to say during his media rounds, what MultiChoice made us see, the clips that MultiChoice put out about him, that kind of changed the narrative of how people view him, of what people had to say about him. So that was that. So because of the way he was acting towards Bella, when they had their fights, their little fight that they were having, and there was a time when Sheggz and Bella had that altercation with Rachel, and after then Sheggz sat down with Hermes and Brian, and they were talking about it. So Bella was there on the dining, and Bella had something to say. It was kind of like she was telling him to please calm down, and Sheggz kind of took it the wrong way, and he got a little bit angry, and he said, "You are not my mother. Stop saying these things to me. Stop talking to me and saying these particular things to me. You are not my mom. So if you don't have anything to say, shut up. Shut it." And there were times when he said, when they were having their little fights, and Sheggz told Bella, "Kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́ ná? What is wrong with you? You are rude, you are this, you are that." So people kind of put together what his ex had to say about him, and the behavior that he was exhibiting towards Bella in the house, and people just made up their mind and said it was toxic and it was not good for Bella. And there was a time that he kind of made Bella cry, that even Nigerian actors, Nigerian celebrities, Nigerian stars, they came out and on Twitter, and they were saying justice for Bella, that Bella needs to leave this particular guy, that it was toxic for her, that the relationship is not going to work. They don't want Bella to be with that particular guy. Even her fans also had something to say about Sheggz, and trust now, Sheggz fan base also had something to say about Bella, and it was kind of a back and forth situation. When they left the house, because Sheggz was evicted and he didn't make it towards the to the end of the show, and before, it was kind of like some days before Sheggz was evicted, Bemi kind of came out and she had a lot to say on Twitter, because people were trolling her, people were coming for her, and people were saying her threats, and people were kind of stalking her on the internet, and they were not saying nice things to her, and they were asking her to bring receipts. They were asking her to bring proof that Sheggz really did what she said he did. So she kind of came out and she said she brought her own part of the story. She put out a long thread on Twitter, and she said some kind of things about Sheggz that were kind of controversial. So people were like, oh, people that really disliked him then, they were like, oh, this guy is this guy is that. He even had another group of people that were for him, that kind of went against him, you know, his anti-fan base kind of grew when his ex brought the receipts that people asked for. So people were like against the relationship. And they were kind of trolling him because they were kind of bombarding him with bad words. So when he got out of the house, he was kind of depressed, and Bella kind of noticed it when they did their last party. And Bella was like, oh, I don't like what is happening. It seems people had something to say, because he was saying it throughout when they were in the house. So Bella, that when we get out, you might hear some kind of things about me. Just know that it's not true. That's not the kind of person that I am. And people had something to say about that. People were like, it seems Sheggz knows that the things that he did, I didn't say it, the internet had that to say, that the things that the things that he did will kind of come back to haunt him. So he's kind of preparing Bella for what they are going to meet when they get out of the house. And it was exactly as he said it. When they got out, the video, the thread and everything kind of leaked, and people were like, oh, this guy is bad, and they kind of wrote him off. What I have to say about that is the internet is not a very nice place when it comes to most things, and most people used to follow some kind of things blindly. Hear me out. When people hate this person, most people don't even get to know that person, because let's face it, we don't know who Sheggz really is. We don't know the type of person he really is, and we are going off of the behavior that he gave when he was in the house and what his ex had to say. And all of us, many of us, just kind of wrote him off and said, oh, this guy is bad business, is bad news, and that is that for that when it comes to Sheggz. But we kind of don't know the kind of person that he really is. Most of us are just like, we follow the herd, we follow the leader. If this person is the most hated person, we kind of just hate that person by default, because everybody hates him, which is not supposed to be so. We don't know who this guy is. We don't know the real character that he has. Though the character that he exhibited in the house, they were kind of strange. They were kind of shitty characters. They were kind of shitty behaviors. Don't even get me started on him telling everybody that he's rich, is big in Ikoyi. His father has this, his father has that. And mind you, when it later got out that many people were even richer than Sheggz in the house, take for instance Deji, but he didn't make any noise. So people were like, oh, empty vessel make the loudest noise. He was not that rich, but he was making noise, trying to make people respect him more, which I kind of think is shitty on his own part. You don't have to start stomping on everybody, trying to make them know that, oh, you are richer than them because you have a British accent. That is what I have to say about that. But that doesn't mean that we just judge him by his shitty character that he exhibited in the house, or his shitty behavior that he exhibited in the house. That doesn't mean that we have to judge him based upon that, because we don't know who the real Sheggz is. We're just going off of what multi-choice showed us according to him, and what his ex had to say. So now, let's move to Bella. Bella was not all that innocent though. She was not all that innocent, because she was kind of rude to other housemates. I'm not saying anything about her relationship with Sheggz, because they are both, if I want to say it, they fit each other. They fit each other because they kind of act the way they act towards each other, and they just keep gravitating towards each other. So I think they fit each other. But Bella's character towards most housemates in the house was kind of shitty too. She was not all that innocent, according to the way people were painting her out to be, the narrative that people were putting out, that, oh, she's one innocent Bella. To me, I think she was not all that innocent. This is just my opinion. You have your own opinion. But from where I was sitting and from what I was seeing, she was not all that innocent, because she had her own character that she exhibited that was not all that nice. But now, let's come back to the fact that they are now together. So when they left the house, when they were doing their media rounds, Sheggz and Bella kind of drifted apart, or they were told by their respective camp, allegedly, according to what I've been hearing, that they should at least stay away from each other for a while, because Bella's family had something to say about Sheggz and all that brouhaha like that. So they were kind of staying away from each other, and people were speculating that, oh, thank God they finally left each other. Oh, they are not together. Oh, this one, this one, this one. And their shippers were kind of sad because they were not together with each other. And during Bella's interview, when she's asked about Sheggz, she will say, no, I have nothing to say about that. What I just want to base my time and my energy upon is my brand. And guys, we've not yet seen the brand. At least I have not seen the brand yet, but I've seen Sheggz own. Yeah, he kind of came out with his jersey for his Sheggz FC fans, and he has been doing things ever since. But that brand that Bella has been want to focus all her attention on has not yet come out. I've not yet seen the swim line and whatever. Maybe I've not searched very well. Let me know in the comment section below. But I've not yet seen that brand that she wants to base all her time and attention upon. So now, moving on from their media rounds, now they are now seen everywhere together, and people had a lot to say. People are now saying that, why did Bella go back to this guy? Is toxic, is this, based upon what the internet had to say about him, and based upon that character and the receipts that his ex bought. People are now like, oh, this guy is not good for Bella, this guy is not good for that. But what you guys are not basing your attention upon is the fact that Bella is a grown woman. Bella is an adult. And we, the internet nephews and nieces and aunties and uncles and brothers and sisters, we have nothing to say about this. See, the worst thing is that what you guys don't know is, we are even, the more you keep saying all these negative things about Sheggz, you are making Bella gravitate towards him all the more, because women, is in our nature. We want to be the helper, we want to be the protectors. We are nurturers by nature. So she will want to gravitate, it's making her gravitate more towards Sheggz, because she wants to be his emotional support. She wants to protect him. She wants to be there for him, you know, as his lover. So you guys have all the negative things that you are saying about this particular guy. It's making her gravitate more towards that guy. So I'll just advise that we just sit back, relax, and watch what is going to happen, because they are both adults. Bella is a grown woman, Sheggz is a grown man. What we have to say doesn't count when it comes to this particular relationship. So let's just that on that. And I have this thing to say about to say to Sheggz and Bella. If someone gets to show them this particular video, you guys made a mistake. Sheggz and Bella made a mistake by making this their particular relationship public, because the haters are in the background waiting to have the last laugh. You know, do you guys remember Licorice and Ima? They were all lovey-dovey when they were in the house. They came out and they were all lovey-dovey. Where are they now? They are no longer together. No shades on anybody. But they are no longer together, and people were vexed. People had a lot to say. And their shippers were like, oh, you have to refund us the money that we sent to you guys. Now, Sheggz and Bella shippers, they are very happy because they're now together. I'm also happy for them, because I'm a human being and I love to see everybody win. I love to see everybody happy. And I'm happy for the fact that they are happy with each other. But their haters now are now waiting to see what is going to happen to this particular relationship. Will it fail or will it succeed? Will it survive the test of time? People are now waiting for this particular relationship to unravel, and let's see what's going to happen. Now, Bella is not going to have anything to say when this particular thing this particular relationship goes south, she will not be bold enough to come out and say, oh, we're not together, this is what happened, this is what happened. Because now they are now stomping on their haters, rubbing it on all our faces that, oh, boo hoo, shame on you, we are now together. If you get what I'm trying to say, it's a mistake on their part by making their relationship public. And instead of more drama for us that were watching on the sideline, we want to see how this relationship is going to unravel. Are they going to end up together by getting married because marriage is the end goal, or are they going to break up along the way? People are waiting to see them fail. Truthfully, I don't blame them for wanting to be together, because have you seen those two? Those two are two good looking people who want to spend time together. And Sheggz, let's face it, he knows how to love a woman, and he knows how to display affection publicly when he's in love. So I wish them all the best together. I wish them all the best. And for the haters, please, let's stop saying what we have to say concerning those two. Let's stop saying them DM, and let's stop bashing them on the internet. Let's just sit, relax, and wish them all the best in this particular relationship, because I think they are good together, and I hope that they last together, they last long with each other. Guys, we've reached the end of today's video. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.